Always a pleasure to talk to Les Stern of Bell and Howell.
Thank you, Roger. Thanks for being here.
coming back to us this year.
It's a great pleasure being here.
Well,
Thank you for asking me.
let me get your impression right off the bat. How has Print 13 been?
Outstanding. This is really, we've been wall to wall the last couple of days.
Great.
Busy, and people, in our booth asking questions and being here for great amounts of time, looking at what the solutions we offer, asking us how it fits into their business strategy, how it's relevant to their business. And so we're excited about that. And, we're pumped. This is a great show.
Let me ask you, what's the biggest obstacle facing the print service, print mailing people these days?
Well, I think you probably hear this from other people as well. Obviously, there are a lot of competing lines of communication, right? We know that. But I still remember in the 1970s when I saw my first fax machine, and I was told that's the end of all mail, that's the end of all paper communication, it's over, it's done. I remember in the 1980s when Bill Gates said the paperless society is here, and then wrote his book, his memoir, and on the first page said, I predicted the death of paper, and now we use 4 times as much paper as we used when I predicted the death. Then, of course, the internet exploded, and everybody said that's the end of paper, and of course we know that that actually increased all forms of communication, parcel communication, which, by the way, is a business that Bell & Howell has not gone into in a very primary way. We have game-changing technology for companies to be able to process parcels in an extremely efficient and productive way, 2-3 times the speed and productivity of other machines. So we're also expanding our business to adapt. We don't see these lines of communication as being blockages to us. We try to see opportunities in them. And I think everybody in this business is coming around to that effect at all.
What do you think is the next big advancement in the entire system? What do you look at?
Well, I think the digital platform is obviously, the most critical, even for us in the print business. People have made a great investment in the print business, but their customers or their customers, they tell people how they're going to be reached, how they're going to get their statements, how they're going to get their marketing pieces. And as I said before, I think that even on the print side of the business, they have to be able to go into their customers with dual channels, with dual platforms. They have to be able to communicate not only on the print side, which is very effective, and studies still show how effective they are, but there's still consumers out there that want to be reached through the mobile phone, through the tablet, still even through the personal computers. I heard a report the other day on NPR that said that 1.5 billion smartphones will be sold this year, which is more than all the personal computers sold in the last 30 years.
And it's the end. It is the end, right?
Absolutely.
There's no new piece of equipment coming next week or next month, is there?
Well, no. We always have to seek the best solution, right? What's the next solution? Because one thing that's a hallmark of people in this industry is they're very entrepreneurial. That's what the hallmark of the print industry is.
Isn't that what makes it fun?
It makes it fun. I mean, it's great customers, highly entrepreneurial, seeking to widen and deepen their opportunities, obviously to do it in a cost-effective way. And this industry, I think, more than others, have stopped becoming product buyers. They're solution buyers. They don't want products, they want solutions.
That's an interesting way of putting it,
well, that's
buyers.
Certainly the way we feel, and certainly the way, if you look at our booth, these are certainly touch points which we thought gave razor sharp focus to exactly that, which is we need to be solution providers, solution consultants, because our customers know what the strategy is, they know what the market is, they know where the end user is. The question is, how do they get there as effectively as they can? How do they widen and deepen that scope, and how do they reduce their operating costs in doing it? And I think one thing we're doing well here is tapping into that entrepreneurial viewpoint, drilling down into our customers' businesses, looking for the inflection points, and telling them how we think we can help them do that.
Been a long trail since fax machines, hasn't it?
Unbelievable. I'll tell you a story. I saw my first fax machine ever in 1976.
Really?
It was the old one where you put the phone in.
Sure.
And it had the roll with the waxy paper, right? And I took it home to my father, who was an immigrant to this country, and I showed him and I said, "There's a machine, and this piece of paper came over the machine, and it took only 10 minutes for it to come over, and you could hardly read it. And my
Right,
father
right.
looked at it, he was a great lover of this country,
Right.
and he said, it'll never get better than this. And I remember everybody predicted the end of everything, as they always do, but the paper-related, paper-handling business, print business, is a resilient business, and that's because the people participate in it
It's
are
a long way
resilient
from-
people.
Long way from being dead.
A long way from being dead. It's a long way.
Well,
Thank you so
Stern,
much.
thank
It's so
you.
nice of you.
Yeah, I really appreciate
it. Thank
you
you.
taking the time and
My
having
pleasure.
us stop by and visit us right here at Print Show 13 Chicago.
Great show.